bucket. I went shopping at the warehouse before I went live, of course, and brought all kinds of things. The kids are home. They are outside playing because it's gorgeous out now. Right now, I don't know why they let Bailey in. I don't know, but Bailey's here with me. We're in the house anyway, but come on in and say hey. So think pink. So I showed you guys, I have like a little hanger, a little welcome bunny, and it's pink. And then we made that planter last week that goes to my entryway, and it's got that bright pink Easter egg in it. So I'm thinking that wreath needs to be pink to kind of tie it all in together. So we're going to play something a little bit different. And our pink is all going to be on a grapevine. Yes. And I'm going to use this little guy, one of our new attachments. So we're going to use him. We're going to use a grapevine. And then, of course, I've got all kinds of inspirations going on here. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, glass of sweet tea, a glass of wine. I don't care what your preferences are. I'm going to check all my electronics here. And yeah, I'm going to get started. My glue pot is heated up over here. So it's ready to go. And there we are. Let me find what you're saying about me. I am live on YouTube and Facebook. So hey. Be sure to say hey in the comments. Kim, hello. Teresa's in the house. Yes. Friends, this is going to be so much fun. So much fun. All right, I can put this up. And let's talk about what I went shopping for. So I went shopping at the warehouse. I brought some of these real feel. They're like philodendrons. I need to find out what they actually are called. But actually, there might be a name on them. No, there's not. But these remind me, but they're the real feel. Actually, I went real feel. I brought some petunia, some filler bush. I brought some real feel hydrangeas. So look at the pink. Look at the pink. I brought some button fern. I bought some more hydrangeas, some mums. Some of this stuff is not from my look. It just keeps going and don't fall. This stuff is for tomorrow for our wreath kit of the month, most of it. Oh, and I brought this guy. I thought how stinking fun those new sequin butterflies that we got. How stinking fun is that going to be? Look, inspiration. Oh, wrong place. Let's look down here. Look at all this inspiration on the table. So let's move my bucket and let's get going. Like I said, my glue pot is already plugged in. Charlotte, that was perfect timing, girl. Perfect timing. Do you have wine, coffee, or sweet tea? Come on, inquiring minds want to know. I've got water, by the way. Just water. We'll switch a little. Well, actually, we won't switch because today is my business coaching evening. And so I will be having some water for the rest of the day, as a matter of fact. All right, so friends, look at all of this. So what we're going to do is actually, I'm going to start by prepping this little guy. Water. Okay. North Carolina started taking a mini vacation. Look at you. Love it. Becky George, you know, it's so funny because I was just thinking about you. And in a good way, kind of. No, I'm just kidding. You know me. I'm like, you know what? I have not seen Becky in such a long time. What did I do to piss her off? What's up, Becky? All right, so I'm starting out with an 18-inch round grapevine. And, yeah, 18-inch. But the back of this guy is flat, which I absolutely love. And he's going to go on my wreath. But as I'm designing this in my head, I'm like, you know what? We need to figure out how we're going to attach this guy. And so one of the things that I want to do, I'm going to see if this is going to work, is I want to take some floral wire and I want to kind of, hey, Lynn, I want to kind of, I'm going to experiment here because I can't, no, that won't work. I know what I want to do, but, oh, you know what I can do? Hang on. I almost had a thought here. Almost had a really good thought. And my original thought was take some wooden skewers. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a couple of wooden skewers right here, and we're going to glue those in there. But then we're going to cut them off, you know, to fit inside of my grapevine. So we're going to cut those off about an inch, inch and a half. And then we're also going to put some down here. So let me cut these first. I've got my glue gun warming up. My glue pot's nice and warm, but I didn't turn on my glue gun yet. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. And I'm going to secure it in both places. So I have two here. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue at the base of both of these. Then I'm going to turn it over and we're going to glue it into the grapevine. So I'm going to add more glue here. All right. So while my glue gun, can you give pipe cleaner to, can you glue? So Carrie, the pipe cleaner, if we try to glue one to the back of the head, unfortunately, I don't feel like that would be enough to hold it or sustain it. Because once we get any pressure or, you know, like pull on it, I'm afraid that that pipe cleaner would come back out. So I feel like by the time we add glue here and here, and then we're going to glue it again here and here, I feel like we're going to have a pretty good base, and then I'll be able to flip it over and glue it from the back side too if I need to. So it's an engineering thing, right? All right, I'm no longer working short hours after. Oh, too old for this. The lady I'm replacing for now fell. Oh, bless her heart. You know, I'm glad you're there to be able to help. I'm glad. Charlotte, I know, right? And with me doing pink, I think this is going to be a great little addition. So let me see if my glue gun, yep, my glue gun is just about ready. So around the base, might not quite be ready yet. Or I might need another glue stick. I didn't realize it was so low. Regina, hello, my friend. How are ya? Well, hey, Dee. How are you, stranger? All right. Let's see. Put a little bit here. Come on. It usually heats up pretty quickly, so. You know, whenever you want it to work quickly is when it doesn't. But that's okay. This is going to be absolutely amazing. So if you're just hopping on, get the play on words. If you're just hopping on, I am decorating. I'm designing this for my own front door. I was looking at my entryway. I've got my planter out there that we made last week. And it's got that hot pink egg in it. And then I also have like a little door hanger that's hanging on the side of my home, and it's got it's really pink too, and so I really feel like pink is where I need to go on my wreath. And I didn't want to necessarily do a mesh wreath, so I came up with this idea. We're just going to put it to work. Put it to good use. All right, so I added some at the base, and then I'm also added glue at the tips. We're going to turn that over, and we're just going to stick that right in between the grapevine, and we're going to let that set up for a few minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, Dee. It's that time of year. My hey, Linda, my and Amy, my granddaughter just got diagnosed with influenza A. It's just a horrible time of year, y'all. Horrible. All right, so this is that Real Feel greenery, and it looks like a philodendron. I did not look to see what the actual name of it is on the website, but I wanted to use this because it's got that dark green. So we're going to kind of use this around the base. So I brought different kind of greenery. I got this kind of almost dusted, flocked something or another. I guess I could look them up. But this one is also fun. And this is like that spring green. This is called a button fern bush. I know this one because we sell a lot of it. It's very popular. In fact, I might, yes, I do. I have some over here already open. So we'll use that up first before we add any more. So let's see real quick what the heck this is called. Of course not. 2, 5, 7, 8, 5. Okay, this one, it is called a real, it's just called a Real Touch foliage bush. And I like it because it's got the variegated, it's got the, not really variegated, but it's got the darker, the different tones in it. So that's one of the reasons I absolutely love that. So we're going to be using that guy. And then, of course, our Easter bunny. So let's get started. And I have all kinds of other inspiration over here on the table. Let's get, so I'm going to chop it up here. Chop it up. Guys, I don't know about you, but the weather has been gorgeous yesterday and today. But Emma, bless her heart. Bless her heart. She comes home today. Now, mind you, it's only 60, what? Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 72 degrees.
All right, it is 72.
Tonight, expect a low of 37 degrees.
But in the morning...
By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No, I don't. But in the morning right now, it's 36, it's 41. It's very cold in the morning. And it doesn't get up into this, you know, like yesterday, it got up in the 60s about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, God love her. She comes home today and she says, Aunt Stephanie, I want to make a proposition. If I drink 2 tumblers of water, because I'm really adamant about her, it's a whole thing, drinking water. And she said, if I drink 2 tumblers of water, can I wear shorts tomorrow? And I didn't answer her because she knows my rule. Don't ask me until you've actually get something to bargain with first. Be more like, hey, Aunt Stephanie, I drank 2 tumblers of water today. Can I? Blah, blah, blah. Instead, she's doing it backwards. So anyway, I've got news for her. Aunt Stephanie is not letting her wear shorts tomorrow because, lo and behold, it is still 36 degrees in the morning and it doesn't get warm until after lunch. And no offense, but I'm really not up to having a sick child this week or next week. They go on spring break here on the week of the 23rd, whatever that week is. They go on spring break. And that's all we just don't need illness at all. My rule is it has to be hitting 80 that day. If it's going to be 80, then you can wear shorts. She can wear short sleeve shirts, right? Come on now. Anybody got input on that? Anybody? I know it's been a while since I've had tinies, but, well, they're not really that tiny, but seriously, 30 degrees and you want to wear shorts outside? 36? No, not today. All right, so you can tell I'm taking this Real Feel foliage bush and I'm just kind of making my way around. We're kind of all going the same direction. Do you guys know what the Real Feel is? Has anybody ever worked with the Real Feel before? Do you guys know what that is? I guess I should ask. Some people may have not ever heard of it before. But I'll wait for you guys to answer. Anybody? Anybody? I have to be careful that I keep the tags. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes. Charlotte, I'm not too far out of line there. Good. I was hoping that somebody would understand my take on this. I mean, we've got all summer. And you know, part of it too is when I went to Louisiana in February, the beginning of February, I went to Louisiana, and down there it's already warm. You know, in February they were already mowing their grass and wearing the sandals and all the things. I think they wear sandals and shorts all year round down there. But anyway, I stopped at one of the stores down there and they had shorts out, denim shorts. Well, last year I wasn't able to grab her any at the end of the year, and by the end of the season she needed some new ones. And so when I saw them, I grabbed like 3 pair when I was down there. And of course I showed them to her when I got home. Well, now she wants to wear them. She's like, oh, I got to wear my shorts. I've got those new shorts and they're really cute. And I'm so excited. Yeah, so no, that's part of it, is that she wants to wear her new shorts. That is definitely part of it. Okay. So Deb has not heard of the Real Feel. Okay. Yes, Lynn, that's what I told her. She can wear a short sleeve shirt. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to turn this over before I go too much further, because remember, I had put that hot glue on the tips of this, and I would just want to give it a little extra oomph. Except I turned my glue gun off, I believe. Yes, I did. All right, so where's my tips? There they are. I just want to give it an extra shot of glue where those tips are coming through. And where's the other one? I know I've got to be close. There he is. So I'm going to let that set up for a minute. Oh, there we go. So, had my first grass mowed today, Charlotte. See, that just sounds crazy to me. The kids and I went out yesterday and picked up sticks, and I started raking some leaves, only because I can't find a leaf blower. I think my husband's done something with it. And so I started that, but yeah, really yesterday was the first nice day to do it. All right, so I'm going to turn this back over. So Real Feel. Real Feel is exactly what it means, or you know what it says. It feels like a real leaf. I'm actually going to be using Real Feel hydrangeas as well. So if you touch the petals and the leaves, you touch the petals here, they feel like a real flower versus a fabric flower, which is what most artificials are made out of. But if you ever see something that says Real Feel, of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but the quality is so different. And it does feel like it's fresh out of your garden. That's what a Real Feel is. Okay, so I'm not ready for hydrangeas yet. We're going to be adding some more. So here's that. This is that button fern bush. I can even tell you the SKU on this one because we sell so much of it. So it's a PF 1679. If you need this one, it's PF 1679. Go grab it. It's a staple item. Trust me. And it's a good seller because of the spring green. So we're just going to add. Remember, this is going to go on my front door. And I'm just kind of laying the base right now of some green foliage. And you can already tell I'm loving the contrast already. And this is also a very nice full bush. Let's do 1, 2, probably 3 more. So, and you'll notice how I'm kind of going weaving back and forth. So this one's going to come more towards this side. I think our little star of the show, though, is absolutely adorable. This bunny is going to look so cute from the road. You know, something we don't talk about a whole lot is that word curb appeal. Literally, does anybody know who Julie Samatko is? From Southern Charm Wreath. Julie Samatko's been around. She was one of my peeps that I learned from. You know, I started watching when I was learning to make wreaths. And one thing, we were together at an event one time, and she said something that has always stuck with me. And she said that she does not buy a sign for her wreaths and unless you can read the writing or see it from the street. So think about that. If I make a wreath and everything is, or if the wording is so tiny that you're standing out on the curb and you cannot read what it says, then it's really kind of a moot point. So this is something I feel like is going to really make a statement from the street. What do y'all think? Yeah? I know for sure I want to use some of these. Let's go ahead and use some of these. I do too. I love Julie. She's so talented. Friends, if you haven't ever seen her, tell her Stephanie sent you. Go on over there to Southern Charm Wreaths and catch Julie Samatko someday. She is just an amazing, and she does almost 100% florals. I don't know that I've ever seen her do a mesh wreath. Lynn, have you? I think all of hers is florals. She does, yeah, lots and lots of florals. Okay, so now we're going to start adding a little bit more color. And again, actually, I'm going to come up above that. And we're going to come right in here. Oh, yeah. Anybody else loving this already? Ugh. So we started out with that darker, deeper green and that foliage, that real feel foliage there on the bottom. And now we're kind of adding. So as we add different colors, it also gives it different depth, right? Y'all, I haven't even thought about dinner yet. What's everybody having for dinner? I haven't even thought about it. Isn't that a shame? I wonder if I have something like... So remember, we are still in the middle of a kitchen remodel. We still, we don't have a kitchen sink. We do have a stove, a range again. But it's the dishes that are really the hardest thing. Because, and Becky, I'm sure you understand if Becky's still here. I know she went through some major remodel a couple of years ago. And then Gary doesn't know it yet, but they called today. All we're waiting on is the countertop. So they've measured the countertop. They're supposed to be cutting the countertop. They called today and said, hey, we're out of that countertop right now. Now, they left a voicemail, so I haven't talked to him, but I'm not happy. Not happy at all. This project's been in the works since October, and they knew that was our, I was hoping I had one more of those open. They knew that that was our choice for countertop. I really want a little more of that pink right here. So, chicken salad, that sounds good. And the thing that stinks, though, we don't live close to a grocery store. So we have to travel if we want anything. I have to pretty much go from what's in the pantry and what's in the fridge and freezer. All right. Adding a little more green. And then we're going to start adding some color, more color. This has like a little dusted, frosted kind of feel to it. Makes it fun. Yeah, Charlotte. Okay, here we go. 2. Now, if you're limited, so you know, I'm fortunate enough that I can just go not too far and go shopping. But if you are designing something and you are like, this is all I've got to work with, I only have one of these, I need to make it cohesive all the way around. So rather than just start plucking them in, what I like to do is I like to weigh them out. I like to kind of go across from each other. Then I'll come down here and go, okay, what's going to match up to that? And I'll try and lay them out evenly so that when I go to glue them in, they are a little bit more cohesive. This one's going to go a little bit more down here. So see, just by laying them out, and then that way I'm only going to be using one of these. And I think that it's plenty for the look that I'm going for. Because we have that variety going on with the different colors, the different textures. And these are pushers. Do you guys know what pushers are? Pushers? Pushers are those that when you get the stem, they slide. They're sliders. So you can push them up so that you have like a full bushy look at the top, or you can leave them kind of spread out so that it's more elongated. So it gives you that option there. Denise, when I bought my house a few years ago, we went through a kitchen remodel. I got to hate eating out and really fast food. Yes, it does. It does. And of course, now that we have 2 kids, eating out, it can get a little pricey, right? It's not so bad with just Gary and I, but it's funny because when the kids go to their grandpa's on the weekend, we're like, hey, let's go eat out tonight. I mean, the kids get to go. We take them out usually on Friday nights to go get fish or something like that on occasion, but we don't eat out a whole lot with the kids. Well, even ourselves. Gary or I do a lot of cooking. Lately, it's been me doing most of the cooking because Gary has been working on the kitchen remodel. He's removed and installed all the cabinets. I'm super, super proud of him at the work that he's done because he's never been really a kind of handyman kind of guy. And so for him to do this work, I know has got to feel very accomplished to him. And I'm super proud of what all he's done. And he's done a great job. Done a great job. Okay. You love pushers? Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, Beth. Hey, girl. Okay. Thanks, Lynn. I know, right? It's going to pop. All right, so I won't need this because I think I've got enough of that right now. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And actually, I'm going to put it down there on the floor. I won't need any more of this because I had enough. I have a little bit left over. I did bring some of these mums. But my focal point is going to be these Real Feel hydrangeas, which also have a sliding leaf to them. So because I'm going to be removing most of the stem, I'm going to slide these all the way up. And these come all with, these are Real Feel, 1, 2, 3, 5 per for bush. I'm actually going to use 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use definitely all 5 of these, but let me show you what's in my head. Let me show you what's in my head. So in my head, I want to do clusters of 3. So something along, now they're not glued down yet, so something along that lines. And then I want to do another cluster of 3 in this area. have to figure out placement here in a second. Let's do that one, and then we'll put one more down below. Okay, so now, y'all, I love messing with florals. Anybody else? Has anybody never made a floral wreath? Let's hear it. Let's see, that I want in here. None of this is glued down yet. Keep that in mind. Anybody is there anybody watching that's never, oh, yes, please. Y'all, I knew that was going to look stinking amazing in there. Okay, that's going in there. Charlotte, you like the clusters of 3? I do too. I do too. Okay, let's take the tag off. This sequin butterfly in this kind of hot pink. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He just really compliments our rabbit. And is that not going to look stunning from the street? Yes. So I'm going to trim him off because I'm going to put him down into here. Dee, you've never made one. Yeah, you do a lot of mesh, don't you? When you make wreaths. All right, so do we want him to go? I like that. So if we do a cluster of 3, we've got our little butterfly here, and then maybe just a single one there. I am certainly liking this. Linda, you just finished 3 floral Easter arrangements. Awesome. Hey, Miss Nola. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I like it. And I think, let's see what it looks like on your end. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and secure these down. Let me glue them in. Find their little happy home. And this one. So that's cluster number 1. Now, for those of you that have never done florals like this or florals at all, go grab you a grapevine and just place the florals where you think they might look good. Don't glue them down, just lay them in there. So that's what I did with these hydrangeas, is they're not glued down yet. They're just kind of placed there until I get the look and feel that I want. Then we can go back and we can glue them in. But what's nice about this is that you're not committed, you know, and grapevines are so much more forgiving as far as time goes. They take less time to put together, depending on your design, but oh, daggone it. Why does my light do that? It's like it's got a little timer that says, nope, you're done. You're done. But grapevines can be so enjoyable. And where I live, they're very popular. Grapevines are more popular than a mesh wreath. I do sell mesh wreaths a lot on Etsy. Well, when I do my fall show, I sell a lot of mesh wreaths there in person. But I also sell just as many grapevines if I have them done. Okay. So if you ever decide, which I hope you do, give it a try. One big word of wisdom is that when you get all done and you think that you're completely done, give it the pull test. Go back and yank on all of the little things that you glued in And if anything's loose, we want to fix that now, right? We don't want it coming out. So I always, when I get completely done, I always go back and give it the pull test to make sure that I had everything glued securely. And if not, then I secure it at that time. Give it a little more glue at that time. Okay, now I like it. So Nola said so you probably go through a lot of florals, don't you? If you do grapevine swags as well and centerpieces. Friends, I get it. And I love working with this real feel. I got some of this in pink and cream for the season because these can be utilized not only for spring, but think about your summer designs as well. Pink can go very well with like your flamingo look, your beachy kind of theme. So that's why I went with those colors. So I've got the real feel in the pink and the cream color. And then of course the real feel on the foliage here. I love that. Like I said, that almost looks like a philodendron. Okay, here we go. I'm going to add, and the leaves on these are amazing. Do one more right in here. One more right in here. And I hear the kids right outside the window. Should we put one? I've got one left. Should we put him right there? Let me see. Is that going to make it unbalanced? What do you think? I don't like it there. Maybe if it were tilted a little bit more. What do you think? I don't mind it now that it's kind of tilted this way a little bit more, but I also feel like now I need some more of this pink in here to bring it on up towards the top. Yes, Linda, the bunny head is in my store. I took his tag off. I'm trying to remember which tag was, oh, here he is. Ornament bunny, it's the number is 6353BT, 6353BT for the bunny. You know what's funny, Charlotte, is they don't know sometimes that they can be heard, and oh, that's very interesting. It can be very interesting. Emma was up sleepwalking last night. She hasn't done that in quite some time. In fact, we were just bragging about the fact that she hasn't slept well. And Gary got home from band practice last night about 8:30. And they go to bed at 7:30 and they watch TV. It's a ritual. They watch TV for half an hour and then the TV goes off. Well, last night, Gary was at band practice. He comes home and I'm already laying down in bed and oh, Deborah, I didn't see that until just now. It's all right. It's all right. She said, I think by the butterfly, but I'm good. I think it'll be okay where it's at. But anyway, so I hear him and Emma out in the hallway talking, and Gary comes in the bedroom and I was like, Emma? And he's like, yeah, she's sleepwalking. He said, she walked by him and Gary said, what are you doing? And she went, shh, I'm going to school. I'm going to school. It's a hoot. It's a hoot. he's like, you know, I'm worried. What if she actually wants to go out the door? And so he walks back out. You know, he got her in bed, and then he goes back out and he goes, I'm gonna lock all the doors, which is not something we do in Niantic. Trust me, we do not lock doors very often. Not all of them. Front door, yeah. So I don't know what. Okay, I want to get some more of this pink, this lighter color in here. So we're going to add some more. So I just kind of chopped up another one, and we're just going to integrate some more of that in here. Lynn, you said that you do florals and swags and all that fun stuff. Do you prefer a glue pot or a glue gun when you're doing stuff like this? I was watching Donna from On a Whim Designs yesterday, one of her reels, and she said that she just is not a glue pot kind of person. And I am. I love my glue pot. And I will tell you, I've burnt myself more times than not doing floral arrangements using my glue gun. So using the glue pot has cut down on my injuries tremendously. I don't get burns like I used to. And I'm okay with that. Also, another thing when you're adding this, don't be afraid to, once you get glue on the end of it, wiggle it around so that it's like touching several different places. So that glue can adhere to multiple pieces. I love adding more of this. I think that was a nice little touch, because it kind of gives it a little bit more of a wildflower kind of feel. And yes, okay, so I'm going to come up around here. I'm going to bring a little more right behind our butterfly, that little sequin butterfly. Y'all, if you saw my video earlier or my reel, this is going to go on my front door. Glue Tool don't have a pot yet. You know what I did is I bought mine from Amazon. It's just an electric skillet. And I think it's an 8-inch electric skillet. It's not super big by any means. Oops. Oopsie. I'll try and get the camera on it in a minute. Yes. Oh, friends, I love it. And this just kind of gives it like the wild Mother Nature look to it. Now, these glue strings, do y'all know how to get rid of those? Anybody? Anybody? You just bought your pot. Awesome. Charlotte, didn't that just kind of bring it on out? Yep. Those little blossoms. It's called a filler bush, but they're like little blooms, little blossoms. Sweet. Friends, I'm super stoked about this. I think we're going to be able to see that from the street. What do you think? That's going to be the envy of the neighborhood. Trust me. Hair dryer. Charlotte's got it. Ding, ding, ding. You are the winner. Charlotte's absolutely right. When you're dealing with the glue strings, whether it's on, doesn't matter what your surface is that you're working with, take a glue, listen to me, Linda, take a blow dryer on low heat. Don't turn it on high. On low heat, and just kind of barely go around your design, and it'll take those glue strings and they'll just kind of dissipate right into your design. Super fun and super easy. I have to tell you, one of the very one of the very first craft shows I ever went to back in the day when I first started making wreaths. You know, you always kind of go and check out other people's work, which is only, you know, natural to see what kind of you're looking for inspiration, and definitely want to see, you know, what everybody else is doing. And this one lady, she had nothing. She had just a booth full of grapevines, and oh my gosh, there was glue everywhere, like chunks of glue, big globs of glue. You'd look at the side and you'd see a big glob of glue, and there'd be glue strings everywhere. And I just kind of mumbled to my husband under my breath, mine will never have that. It looked hideous. So, you know, one big rule is don't show the mechanics. So we shouldn't see any of that, right? What do you guys think? Oh, let's zoom in on that. Love this. I do too. Let me zoom in and get out of your way. Check it out. I love it. It's going to look so fun on the front door. It really is. So stay tuned, because as soon as we get down at the live, I'm marching right over there to my front door and going to hang that. I do have a porch with an overhang, so it's everything on there stays pretty protected. So I'm excited about that. And it should last for a while. That's for sure. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I guess this means I'm going to go hang my wreath and figure out what we're having for dinner. It's not going to be chicken salad, because I don't have stuff to make chicken salad. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks, Kim. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. If you are in the business coaching group, I will see you in a little over an hour, right? So you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, because we're going to be making the wreath kit of the month. So if you have the March wreath kit of the month, I'm going to be making mine tomorrow. If you haven't gotten a notification, I'm also running a sale right now on all Mardi Gras is 40% off. You don't need a coupon. Just go to the Mardi Gras items and everything except for the signs that we make at Festive Creations. If it's a sign we make here, but everything else is 40% off. Just add it to your cart and the discount will automatically apply. And that's through Friday. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Me too, Charlotte. I was glad your timing was perfect. You guys have a great rest of your day. If I can get it to turn off. There we go. End stream.